like you can't get leads or cases into your firm if nobody knows that you could provide that service that they're looking for. There's a lot of really, really great firms out there and a lot of really, really talented attorneys, but they don't have a G&B. Nobody knows they exist. If you search like, litigation attorney or premises liability attorney, like maybe they won't come up. All the big names will come up, but that small guy who happens to be like the stellar guy in the space who's like the best at what he does in litigation doesn't come up because nobody knows he exists.
Welcome out, everybody. We are here with Chris Lyle, founder of GoLawHustle.com, and we're talking about what law offices can do to be able to actually grow. Like, Chris, what are reasons that a new attorney or an attorney who is has their own firm, what are some reasons they're not growing?
Well, the first question they should be asking themselves is, do people know they exist? That's literally the first question, right? Nobody knows that you have services to offer if they don't know that you actually offer those services. So how do you get out there and how do you let people know that you exist? That's like the biggest thing, right? So like you can't get leads or cases into your firm if nobody knows that you can provide that service that they're looking for. So that's the biggest thing I see out of any gate, right? So there's a lot of really, really great firms out there and a lot of really, really talented attorneys, but they don't have a G&B. Nobody knows they exist. If you search like, litigation attorney or premises liability attorney, like maybe they won't come up, but all the big names will come up. But that small guy who happens to be like the stellar guy in the space who's like the best at what he does in litigation doesn't come up because nobody knows he exists.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem.
And so you just dropped an acronym that the people who probably do show up know, but the people who don't. So you said GMB. What are some of the basic things that people should do just to properly show up online?
I mean, one of them is actually have a Google business profile. I think they renamed it
the
now.
name's changed.
GBP now or something like that or whatever it is. But yeah, no, they need to have a Google business profile. If somebody searches personal injury attorney, auto accident attorney, whatever they're searching for, you should be able to come up in some sort of local search. And the only way you are going to come up in local search is A, if you have a good website, and B, if you have some sort of like GMB presence, right? You have a Google My Business there that people know your hours of operations, what you actually do, your phone number, your links to your website, call now button. Like you have to have that in place. That's one thing. Two is you got to make sure there's reviews, positive reviews on your GMB, right? Everybody shops by reviews. Yep. When I'm shopping for my kids for Christmas or I'm shopping for my kids for whatever, I go to Amazon or whatever I'm doing and I search whatever I'm trying to search for. But the things that catch my attention are the things that have the most reviews. If this one says like, oh, this one has 10,000 reviews and this one has 1, the default choice is 1,000. Even if it is $20 more, I'm going to spend the extra $20 because it has better reviews. Same thing as it relates to attorneys. If somebody's searching for a personal injury attorney, they're going to search that, but the attorney that actually ranks up the highest in regards as it relates to reviews is going to have the most success.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
And I have a personal story for that too, if you want to hear it.
Yeah, tell us about it.
I mean, I've lived it. Let's put it this way. When we started our firm, we had a GMB, obviously. We didn't really focus on getting reviews for our clients. We just focused on our cases and getting them best results. But then we realized at some point in time that we probably should start getting some reviews on our GMB page so people know that we're actually good at what we do. So that's what we did, is we went on a mission to get reviews. And as soon as that number started climbing and climbing and climbing, the amount of increase we get was also climbing at the same time. So not only were people searching for the type of service we offered, but then they were going with a clear choice of the guy who had the best reviews and, had the reviews that called him out as he's a great attorney. He loves what he does. He works, he's a great advocate for his clients. Not the guys who come up but don't have any reviews, or if they do have reviews, they happen to be 3 bad reviews.
Right, right. And so I've seen that a lot of firms and business owners in general, some of them hesitate to, I loved the term that you used, go on a mission to get reviews. And they hesitate to ask for reviews because they feel I don't know, like it's marketing, and some business owners hesitate to do that. So what do you like? Obviously, we know that that's not a good way to approach business. How do you get good reviews? What should people do? Like, how do you approach it?
So actually, this is a really great question because I want to tell everybody my strategy and what we do. So, like, the biggest thing I think most people realize is like, okay, I need to get reviews from my business, my Google profile. It's like I need to go after my clients that I previously had. You need to think about what opportunities through the course of an entire client's journey could you ask for a review? Like, our clients get asked like probably 3 times before they even get to the end of the case for ask them to give us our feedback. And if they do want to give us feedback, they can go leave a review, wherever it is, right? And a few really good key places to get these from is right after you sign up the client, right? They're usually they're on their high horse right after you sign them because they've had a great conversation with the attorney. They think the attorney is going to help them out, right? Ask them for their feedback right then and there, right when they sign them up. Like, make sure that initial process of getting the case in the door is frictionless. Ask them for review. Step 2, some significant part in the case that happened that's beneficial or your client's happy about, ask them for review. This happens all the time. Like, for example, in depositions, when you go into a deposition, maybe you are going to smash defense counsel over something, or you really like hammer home the fact that they're wrong on whatever argument they're making, and your client's happy. When they walk out of the deposition, send them a review. And the same thing. And another part is like at the end of the case, when the case is resolved, you ask them for another review, right? And people are just like, well, yeah, I would love to do that, but like I ask people and then they don't do it or they don't follow up. Make it, you got to have a process in place and a system in place to do it automatically. I don't even think about this. It's just, they automatically go out. We ask them for review. And we also do once a year, or like maybe once every other year, we do like a client appreciation giveaway where we literally message everybody and say like, hey, we're doing client appreciation where we're giving away a gift card to one of our previous clients, and then we just ask them for feedback, and we also get reviews that way too. So like, there's thousands of different ways you can get reviews.
It's important to prioritize it, right?
Yeah.
Like, you need to prioritize increasing those reviews because it's the social proof that really and it massively impacts SEO and all other kinds of stuff. I think you gave some huge examples here, and obviously people should do these no matter what, but there is a way for them to do this without having to go through and do tons of things on their own, right? Like, what is your solution?
I mean, I'm biased. We run all this in LawHustle. We have automations built in our system that are already pre-built turnkey for every one of our clients that they just add them to, and then all of a sudden we'll chase down their clients or previous clients or whatever it is to get that review for them or to get that feedback that they need for their firm. And it shouldn't be something that should be a burden to your firm or your staff. It should just be like a plug and play. Enter a name, send. Enter a name, send, and let the rest of the system do its work. I mean, we just, you're talking about all these like automations and AI, right? Like, let a system do what they're good at, learning from mistakes, and we program it a particular way for success, right? That's what we did. So like, getting reviews is what happens to be one of those things that benefits any law firm, which is why it's part of our turnkey system.
Absolutely. And so if you want to check out more and get this system into your firm, then check out golawhustle.com. And if you are if you are a attorney who's looking to grow and take, the future by the throat and really grow, then check out everything Chris Lyle is sharing and share this with somebody else who's also looking to grow.